You'll never guess that. That's a Fool on the Hill, a Beatles song done by Sergio Mendes and Brazil 66. Okay, other things that I want to talk to you about are nothing in particular. Oh, all right. Okay, we're going to have to go with the latest garbage that I just read on Google News. And that is what is the future of the world with COVID 19? COVID 19 is going to be here forever. The experts have decided it's going to be like influenza. Every year you're going to get a new influenza. So the current strain of COVID 19, after 6 months, it's going to mutate into a new strain. So, every year, every 6 months, you're going to have to get a new vaccination for the newly mutated version of COVID 19, in addition to the influenza. And no one's really worked on, the plain old common cold. Why is it that, they can work so fast and furious and do all this testing to come up with a vaccine for COVID 19, SARS coronavirus? But, it's 2020 and we don't have a vaccine for the plain old common cold. Someone's missing an enormous marketing opportunity every 6 months to come up with a common cold vaccine. Because coronavirus, we learned, is the common cold. But they don't work, do they? Like influenza vaccines, they never work. So, what are we really looking at? People are grumbling they hate wearing the mask. And the children are being told they're going to be in small pods of children at school wearing face masks and it's the reason why this is going on, why we're doing things with it we don't want to do, is because in the collective unconscious of humanity, we have got self-punishment programs running. These are old programs. They're kind of religious programs. And the program is, that's all it is. It's self-punishment. What are you being punished for? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's unconscious. I mean, it's not, up here in your frontal lobe where you can look at it and go, this is stupid. It's below the level of your conscious mind, but it's there. And it's playing in everybody on planet Earth in the background. It's like, in the olden days when you had a Windows computer, you had certain programs that would be running in the background programs. And sometimes you had so many background programs that your computer would slow right down and you didn't understand why. I mean, I bought this computer 2 years ago and it was just racing along. And now I've been using it for 2 years and it's really slow. And then you take it to a computer expert and they could fix it right away. They went into MS Config and they looked and they saw, oh, you got all these programs that are running in the background. So they just go click, 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 turn them all off. And then you reboot your computer and lo and behold, your computer is really fast. And, that's basically the way that our mind, our collective mind works. It's got a lot of garbage that's running in the background that we're not aware of. We probably need to go into MS Config for the human mind and uncheck all of these programs and then reboot us. Is there one mind, or does everyone have their individual? It's difficult. But we are connected. Our mind is connected to everyone else's connected mind. It's like ESP or something. And even if you deny ESP is real, you understand things. Even when you say it's not ESP, yeah, you're getting ESP. How do we know? It's just like, mother's intuition or something. Someone's going to call. It's my daughter. The phone rings and it's your daughter. It's intuition, which proves that you are connected to other people. And as much as you say science says it's not possible, then you just haven't read the right science. But as far as these unconscious programs running that are punishing us, like, having to wear a mask for COVID-19, even though you don't want to, and you don't really believe that it works, it's not helpful. Pretty much the program says the reason why you have to wear the mask is for show. You're doing it to show other people you're participating in the COVID-19 crisis. And maybe your boss says you have to wear it because you're a checkout person at public supermarkets or something. But, if you were really free from this program playing in your unconscious mind, you would be free. You would be free. And you wouldn't be wearing no damn mask as you walk down the street or into public supermarket. So the next question is, how do we turn off these background programs playing in the unconscious mind, and how do we reboot humanity? Seems like a big job. If you're expecting me to tell you how, I'm not going to say I'm the wrong person, because I don't think there's too many experts in this. So, stay tuned to this channel, and I'm going to have to see if I can come up with some answers for you. Because there are people who have an answer. Does the answer work? I don't know. But there are certain people that have come up with things that they've been given, whether we're still waiting. Genuinely, if you are seeking higher consciousness, the power of intention, whether it's real or not, it was a book by Wayne Dyer, who was kind of into consciousness and spirituality. But, if you follow Wayne Dyer, power of intention for higher consciousness is going to bring up everything that's low consciousness or blocking you from higher consciousness. And some of these things could be these background programs in the background of your human mind or the collective human mind. And David R. Hawkins, the psychiatrist who did a lot of consciousness work, he said that this is exactly what happens. Dr. Hawkins said, if there's something unconscious, well, it might come to you because he was always, saying that people that followed him were serious spiritual students. And he said, if you have set the intention for like enlightenment or higher states of consciousness, then exactly what I told you, things that are going to come up for you to look at are unconscious, and they're coming up to consciousness. And sometimes what happens when these things come up is they don't quite make it to, your conscious mind. Sometimes they're stuck. Where might they be stuck? They're stuck in your body. They get stuck in your body. So, it might be like, I got a stomach ache. So you've got something stuck down here. It's that program. The program, you still don't know what it is. People say, I got a tummy ache. I had some bad eggs for breakfast. People like to blame bad food and infections by viruses and bacteria. That's what they like to blame, my soreness. And it's not. It's not. It's something that's coming up and it's stuck here and it hurts. Maybe it's giving you diarrhea. But it's one of these background programs. So what you have got to do, according to Dr. Hawkins, prayer is a good way. Now, that's kind of dumb, Dr. Hawkins, and Dr. Hawkins has passed on to the wild blue yonder, so I can't actually address him, unless he's going to connect to me by telepathy. But, because I don't know how to pray. Dr. Hawkins says prayer, and he didn't explain prayer. To me, prayer is like in the olden days, 1950s, when people went to church, and they put their hands together and they prayed. What the hell are you really doing here? I don't understand prayer. Or, you can do that Catholic prayer or whatever. I'm not Catholic, but it's something like, what is it? The Catholic prayer, what is it? They always pray to Mother Mary. They don't pray to Jesus too much in the Catholic. I don't know why. There was one episode it was a movie. It was a movie from 1970s, A Bridge Too Far, a war movie, and it's a fantastic movie. You get a chance to watch it. And at one point, the soldiers have got to cross a river in little boats. So they're rowing across this large, wide river. I got it. I don't think Mel Gibson was in it, but he's Catholic and he could have been in this movie. So they're rowing across the river and the Germans are shooting at them. They're shooting at them with gunfire and they're shooting at them with mortars. And the people in the boats are they're paddling their boat across the river. And then you hear the Catholics start up. And this is how I got it. They go, Hail Mary, full of grace. And blessed are thee among women or something or other. I don't know all the rest of it, but it starts off with Hail Mary. And that's their form of prayer. So if you get a tummy ache, and you start getting diarrhea, it's one of those background programs. And if you want to, you could do Hail Mary. Just, do a Hail Mary. And Dr. Hawkins says prayer works. Maybe that's it. I don't know, but that's what he said. What else works? For me, meditation. How do you meditate? I go find a couch somewhere. Here's a nice little love seat. Perfect. I lie down. I take off my hat. And I close my eyes. And right now I'm focusing on my breathing. I'm just paying attention to my breathing. And this is meditation. It's simply being inside it. And your breathing goes on, so focus on your breathing. And your breathing can help move the stuck energy, this background program of the mind. It's stuck here in your tummy. It can move it. And generally speaking, it tends to move up. So is it chakra related? Maybe. I don't know. But I do feel this energy, if it's like a tummy ache or something, it tends to move up. And once it gets up into your heart area, then the pain dissipates. So getting it up to here helps. What about up here? Well, you don't need it up here. This is a mistake. People think, like the brain is the most important organ of your body because this is where we think. But the truth of the matter is, it's actually your heart. And it's not your physical heart, it's this chakra area, because it's connected to well, some people will say love, and then I'm going to say, well, it's just like with the other thing I was having to define for you. What is love? It's not romantic love, but people say the heart knows, and the heart deals with it. So will the heart get rid of the background program? I don't know. Are you further ahead? You're further ahead. Because if you get a pain in your body, it's stuck energy. It's stuck emotional energy usually. And you don't know what it is, and it's not a virus, and it's not it's not a bacteria, and it's not bad food. I know you've been told this since you were a little child, but it's incorrect. It's wrong. How do I know? I went to Hawaii. I went to Hawaii one time, and I learned some stuff. Is the Hawaiian that I met correct? I think so. The Hawaiian that I met was an expert at doing body work, massage, Hawaiian massage. And Hawaiian massage is fantastic if you got somebody that knows what they're doing. And this Hawaiian told me the pains in your body that we're working out doing this body work is stuck energy. And it could be stuck there from the time when you were a child. They didn't really go into, past lives or stuff, but I'm going to add that in because other commentators that I've read over the years have talked about that. But Dr. Hawkins said that as children, we learn things about punishment from our parents, and that becomes our own little self-punishment program. And it's looking for reasons to punish you. And it's not conscious. But if there's something that you did today, that maybe when you were 3, oh, I know. You walked down your driveway out into the road, and you didn't look both ways, back and forth, like you were told when you were 3. You didn't do it, so this little program running in the background, it says, oh, bad boy. You didn't look both ways, so I'm going to punish you. How am I going to punish you? It's not going to tell you, but maybe you're going to get a pain somewhere in your body. And that's this program punishing you. And the program is not going to tell you what it is. It's all about. But Dr. Hawkins said that's the kind of things that can participate in making you ill. So if you're going to clear all of this stuff, how much is there? I think there is a lot of these background programs. How do you reboot? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share. Because it's always good to share what you learned when you were in kindergarten.